Right, I've got the camera on the window frame, so I'm not even sure whether my head's in frame or not. Don't know, don't care. It's about 10:30 Thursday morning. I've just had a little kip after my night shift, which, you know, went alright. It was a beautiful night, really clear where we were. The stars were really bright, and if you don't take time to look up in the sky occasionally, you're missing out. Anyway, good news everyone! Coolant pipe has come in from that there America. Good nick. Way better nick than mine. It's a ZZR 1100 part, but it's exactly the same part number. Yeah, look at the difference. Think I might have mullered mine when I took it off. That was unbelievably tight getting it off. In fact, look at it. It's as bent as a bottle of crisps. So I've put O-rings on. That can go on. I might just give it a quick clean up with some muck off. That'll do. That'll do. Not hard, well, there's hardly any rust on it. A quick wire brush. That's good to go. So happy chappy. Anyway, I've been looking on the wide world of the interweb Google site. No, I have not been Googling disabled amputee spaniel porn. No, it was poodle. Anyway, I've been having some thoughts. In one of my previous videos on the Sump, the ZZR 1100 Sump, I said at the time, quite confidently, because I didn't know any better, and I'm an idiot, that you will need a third oil line. So I went and bought a third oil line, because on the ZZRs, sure enough, there is a third oil line. ZX only has two. So what I am going to display in full Blue Peter, we'll better cover these terminals up, because I'm going to put the sump on there, and what's the betting? Like a twat, I'll touch both terminals, it'll go spark, I'll shit myself, you lot get a laugh, I get laundry. Right, anyway, I think we're going to get away with the standard ZX2 oil lines. Hopefully you can see this, hopefully this is in frame, otherwise this is all normal quality. Right, there's your ZZR Sump. Only different. This is, I think, a 93-94 Sump. Not sure. I think it's 93. The one that's coming is later, a 97. And I've already showed you that on the later one, they tapped into this port here for the oil pressure switch, which will go there. On the others, it was moved from there on the ZX10 to there. The ZX10 does not have that casting, so I'm guessing it would be unwise to even try and drill your own port or anything like that. They built it up for a reason, so it could be threaded and cast into. Right, getting on to the two lines. Obviously we've got an oil cooler line that bolts here in front of the filter, goes to the oil cooler. The other one, the S-shaped one, comes back from the cooler and goes to this mount here, which is the double bolt, which I fortunately got. Screen, 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 screen. And this is the third oil line. I went well, Jim, didn't it? They get the idea. Go on, get in, you little bugger. Right. And this was the third oil line that I said all you needed, because if you looked at the microfiches and all that lot, it was on there, and I thought they'd probably done another port on the sump, open somewhere up somewhere, because if you look at the opening, look, it's definitely going somewhere. It does. When the sump is fitted, it goes like that, and that goes up to the inner sprocket cover through the magic of cut and paste. I will show you. Right, this is a ZX10 sprocket cover. You can see there is a oil channel in there, and it's blanked off. hopefully I've put the photo through editor and I've circled the area where it's blanked off. It is literally a blanking plug, but it's one where you're going to have to get the Dremel out, put a notch in it, something, or a left-handed drill bit, as Steve's very fond of saying, and getting it out. The one here, hopefully edited, is the ZZR 1100 one, and you'll see that the port is already open. So that is where this line goes. But I've also noticed, shit, bollocks, arse wank, hey, we're coming up to standard, that sprocket cover on the ZZR gives a different oil capacity. I'm going off the top of my head here, the pictures will show what it is. I think the ZX10 is 4.2 litres, and they still never show full in the site window, they never do. And the ZX, I believe, is only either 3.2 or 3.5 litres, so at somewhere we lost some oil capacity. Whether it's because they worked on the cooling and they made the oil cooling and stuff more efficient is likely, but I think now I've bought the third line, instead of me having to piss about with the inner sprocket cover, which I don't want to do, because one, it's screwed on, and you know Japanese screws are made of cheese, and they're just going to round off, even though I've got the proper size JIS screwdrivers and all this lot. It's not a job I'm going to relish. Also, it's not leaking from there or anything, so there's no reason to touch it. I thought I was going to have to unblank that plug and use the oil line. However, I don't think we have to. I think we can do away with this double and obviously one oil line to the cooler there that goes up to the cooler, and there's another line, the S1, that goes from the cooler to here. The hard line goes from there to the cases up near the balance shaft adjuster, and obviously those two are drains. That is the one from the cam feed, so you need your ZX bolt, and that's the one from the cam feed going down. This is where I got confused, which is really easy if you're me. So I think we'll get away with the standard 2-line setup. I also think we might get away with using the standard ZX oil cooler, just flip it round, because there is no direction of flow on it or anything like that. It's literally just a chamber that the oil goes through in fins, and then through oil pump pressure fucks off out the other way. So I think we might be alright. Either I'll make up a little bracket, it's probably not a good idea, Jim, or I'll get Cat's dad to make me one or something like that, because if it's for my bag, he'll do it. That's a bit of an in-joke, to be honest. So I think we'll be alright with the standard 2-line, so you do not need this line. Obviously if you're fucking about with the ZZR 1100 you do, but your port is already open in the inner sprocket cover. So that's about all the catch up we've got, but I thought that was important enough to share. So share I did, because I'm lovely. So crack on with your week. Yeah, yes Jim, week. I know you've not had a lot of sleep, and enjoy it. And I've got bubble wrap around my toe. Oh, lovely. I'm sure you all wanted to see my feet. And crack on. I'm going to get some more kip and something to eat, but the other way around. Yeah, I need sleep. So enjoy your week. I just thought that was worth sharing before any of you go and buy the third oil line, because I know there is a couple of people on the forums that want to fit a ZZR 1100 exhaust, and basically I'm being the guinea pig, which I don't mind, because I couldn't find a ZX10 exhaust anywhere unless we wanted to pay £600–700 for a brand new one. Nope. If I had the money, yes, probably would. You know, if I had the money, I'd get the cars restored, and you know, hey ho. See you later. Bye bye.